name Function One, it usually means that there's going to be a definite level of quality.
Something that sounds really good and touches your soul when you go out and dance.
It's a special sound, so clean sound, the best sound for a sound system.
The most known and the most go-to sound system for clubs.
And a group of people who push the barriers in terms of loudspeaker technology.
Function One, they know exactly what the sound should be like when it comes to dance floor.
The power, the energy of the sound of the speakers.
It's now a seriously trusted company to do the right thing by dance music.
A company with such a strong background and ideology.
To raise the people up and to make them feeling and connecting the whole community together and feeling the same sensations.
It's sound, because if that's right, I don't need anything else.
Space, Function One, it's a powerful combination.
There's no one else that are doing what they're doing in such a level.
We are as a couple.
You know, it's a sign of quality for sure.
And if it's a Function One sound system, you know about it.
Oof.
Because we've been working with Space for 10 years now, we tend to give them anything new as soon as we can. It's a bit experimental. We've got enough idea to know they're going to work. And Space are great people to work with because they appreciate what we do and they allow us the freedom to take it further. The mid-bass is something out of the dance stack. We've bunched everything together so it really punches out into the room where we are now. Behind the grill, there are 6 F221s, so that's a total of 12 21-inch loudspeakers. Underneath the DJ, they're all in a block, so they all work nice together. This is a more powerful system than the Terrace. This morning we've come in and we're dealing with the peripherals. The first thing we were doing was checking out where they were, you know, which signal was going to which. They divided it right and left between the two sides. We've just been rearranging the configuration so that each side would also get in stereo. And in the process, we've been polarity checking. Because it not only checks the driver, it checks the speaker cable, it checks the signal lead, it checks that everything is as it's supposed to be. And actually, they found an 18 over there that was going backwards while all the rest were going forward. So we're just fixing that now. The main difference between this room and the Discoteca is that this is a 4-point system. The main room is really just a 2-point because it's quite long and thin. I'd prefer a 4-point because wherever you stand in the room, you get some kind of stereo image. What we're trying to find is the best relationship between the mid-bass in the sky and the sub-bass on the floor. You really notice if things are badly out of time because you get this doubling effect because the speed of sound is so slow. You've got to have some artistic feel. You've also got to have a fundamental scientific understanding of what's occurring.
Beautiful sound feels like you're having an amazing shower after a long day at work and you get to the shower and you kind of stand and just go, oh. That's what I'm talking about.
Clear, clarity, and a nice sort of, you know, like a man hugging you.
You just feel all washed, clean, you feel glowy, and then the sound system also can make you feel like that.
Very beautiful.
I was saying myself is turbo music, not just impacting music which hits your stomach. The sound makes all of us equals because the sound is the reason who stimulate our feelings and our empathy with the artist and also with the crowd together.
The first thing I think about when I hear the name Function One is actually these babies right here.
They look like Daleks.
These kind of blue-purple monsters.
And they don't sound like Daleks at all.
In the last couple of years, you know, Function One have brought out these amazing monitors.
These monitors were actually born in this booth. We were developing something special in conjunction with Carl Cox.
Having these new monitors was something of necessity for us to feel comfortable by what we're listening to while we're playing, and also trusting what was happening out in front.
Richie Hawtins' people told us that Richie was having trouble with the horn-loaded stuff.
Tony called us up and said, "Hey, Rich, what are your requirements? What do you like? What don't you like? What do you need from me?"
We did some of the development work in about a week, which is just ridiculously fast.
We needed something that could really handle full bass lines and kicks from 4 records on top of each other.
They understand what's required by what we are as DJs.
I like to feel what I'm playing.
So important to have a good sound for the DJ in the booth.
If we don't have good sound, we can't play at our top level.
And it can become more challenging if you can't hear what you're doing.
The people react not only from the music, but from the intensity and the energy of the DJ. And if the energy and the DJ is not like feeling it, then the party's not going to go anywhere.
Function One absolutely sings. It basically gets out every single frequency it can possibly develop into your ears.
With energy, but with not distortion.
It doesn't hurt your ears. Doesn't matter how loud it is, just based on what your ears can basically take.
I'm a bit particular. I can very easily destroy monitors. So these guys give me the power, the clarity that I need to perform how I do.
Now I can really feel every detail in the music and enjoy it and put that vibe out there.
They're my friendly giants.
Everyone that's heard them absolutely love them. And I love it when I see these monitors in a club, because then I know that the people are serious about what the DJ needs as well.
Any DJ that's played on these things wants to play on them again.
There's no one else that's actually come close to creating a monitor system that works so well as the ones that have been made today.
People come to this club and they have a great time, but they don't really understand what goes into making it such a special event. They pull out this car park area here and it absolutely goes off.
The way it looks is the way we've tailored the response to fit the shape of the car park. There's a little control position over there which is actually new. They don't normally have front of house, but they've allowed us to. And I think that we can keep the levels and the balance of the sounds more flowing.
You can go to other places where the sound systems aren't all that, but these ones, it really thumps you, it gets inside you. So, you know, if you're hearing the world's best DJs, you might as well hear them on the world's best system.
Good sound quality is one of the most important things.
When you hear, for example, the big DJ names, and they can work with Function One, all of them, wow,
I listen to the speakers and I hear, wow, this is a very, very nice sound system.
If you can get a crowd and a club to hear that detail in sound, of course they're going to appreciate it more, and of course when you appreciate something you remember it. Consistency and recognizability, and Function One has both. People recognize the quality in the sound and the way that the speakers look.
I think it's the bass. Okay, when you stay at the middle of the main room and enter the bass, it's awesome. Okay, it's a clean bass and very wow. It's like at adrenaline, it's boom.
It's a really well-branded quality product.
No matter how good anything is, Function One can make it better.
It's a good collaboration because it's the #1 club in the world.
Space, Function One, passion pays off.
I'm all for it, complete support behind Function One.
Pepe, he seems to attract the genuine people in the business. He's very committed to the audience experience. which is absolutely what it's all about.
Is the crowd really who makes it possible, you know? But also with the artists, you know, that make to put us together, sound, artist and crowd.
When the audience feel good, it's the best energy in the world.
It works at the same level, at the same go on, and then comes the explosion, and that's it.
It's stimulating parts that we don't often get.
You know, you can have the most beautiful location, you know, the best looking crowd, but if the music and the sound aren't right, then it's pointless. But if the music and the sound quality is right, then it's, you know, it's a good one.
To me, it's just like, let's have it.
"25 years at Space, and of course 10 years of Function One at Space, means that we've all grown up together. We've all had a really great time. It's made everyone stand up and listen. All the clubs here had to rise up to the sound system here at Space, and still there's no club on this island that sounds like this.